And they're off for the Weatherby Super Sprint. Swift Asset on the far side with Union Court. Both get away well. Down the centre looking for Linda is showing speed with Once More for Luck. Going far side Agostino as well. Down the near side Eddie's Boy from Rogue Spirit and Land of Summer. And Miami Girl who's well in touch as well with Safari Dream on the extreme left. Towards the centre Maria Bramwell is only about 3 or 4 lengths behind the centre field leader looking for Linda. On the far side it's Swift Asset alone with Agostino. They're racing in isolation as they head down to the final quarter mile. Union Court doing well down the centre with looking for Linda. They're chased by Once More for Luck and then Woolhampton on the near side. Eddie's Boy, Rogue Spirit, and then behind these is Woolhampton running on with a more proper as they race inside the final furlong looking for Linda. Eddie's Boy down the near side. Eddie's Boy near side of looking for Linda and Rogue Spirit up towards the line, and it's Eddie's Boy clearly down the stands rail. Then in second, probably Woolhampton fighting it out with Rogue Spirit, and then looking for Linda. Swift Asset on the far side.
Eddie's Boy gets the job done, 15-2 for Hollie Doyle and Archie Watson. Second, Woolhampton, 80-1, big run. And third, Rogue Spirit at 4-1. A big prize goes the way of Eddie's Boy, who was third when last seen at Sandown behind Rocket Rodney, but has bettered that performance in some style this afternoon and really returning to the form of that performance in the Windsor Castle Stakes behind Little Big Bear when he finished third. And up the stand side rail under Hollie Doyle, he's produced a fine turbocharged turn of foot in the closing stages to win pretty easily.
Well done, Archie. Not a bad pot. What was that like to watch?
No, it was actually quite straightforward to watch, really. The one thing I wanted was for him to jump and be able to race in his own space. And, you know, from very early on, he kind of had it his own way, and yeah, it was great. Fantastic.
It was great. I mean, he's kind of backed up his Ascot form. Was Sandown a little bit disappointing?
I was a bit disappointed at Sandown. Look, George Scott's horse had beaten us at Ascot, and he's a very good horse, but I kind of felt that throughout the whole race, whilst we had the rail draw, we were sort of slightly being intimidated by the winner the whole way, and he just sort of, well, he got interfered with a little bit, backed out of it, and he probably should have been second. The one thing I felt was that this track would suit a lot better, have plenty of racing room. It's the main thing with him, like he had at Ascot. And you know, I just didn't want to be crowded. And look, he's very quick, and not many horses are able to go with him early to crowd him. So it worked out well.
Yeah, plenty of rhythm, plenty of pace. He does have the Nunthorpe entry. When this race started way back in the early 90s, Lyric Fantasy went and done that double. Kingsgate Native has done it subsequently as well. Is that enticing for you?
I guess it is. I think people make such a massive deal about the weight that the 2-year-olds get. You've got to remember they've got to be very good. You know, we had Soldier's Call 2-3 years ago, and he was outstanding over 5 furlongs, and he almost won an Abbey. You know, he fought off Batash and got done a neck on the line by Mabs Cross. And you know, you've got to be that good to even be competitive, I think. You know, Kingsgate Native ended up being a proper horse. You know, multiple Group 1 winner. So we'll think about it. I'll probably go to Goodwood first. Look, the entry is there, you know, I guess there's nothing to lose as long as we don't feel like we're leaving the Flying Childers a couple of weeks later on the table. You know.
Fair enough. So all 5 furlong pacey engagements. So that take it that what's that? The Molecombe and then the Flying Childers. Is that what
I'd say Molecombe, and then you've obviously got the Nunthorpe and then the Flying Childers. Look, he isn't a listed winner either. So you know, if you didn't go for the Nunthorpe, you could run in the 5 furlong 2-year-old race there. So look, you'll have plenty of options, but like you say, probably quick 5s. You know, those are his races. And yeah, look, just delighted. He was well bought by Tom Biggs. You know, Midland have been great in supporting us. This race was sort of one of their selling points when they were selling shares in the horse, so it's good to deliver.
Yeah, absolutely right. And, you know, it's near 100 grand in prize money too. Great to see, and a lot more tracks are more proactive about this now. I think there were 20 Midland Park members in here today to get on that podium, to get in the photo, to welcome the horse back in. Really important, I think, if you're going to sell the sport.
It is massively. You know, I think a lot of these syndication companies, you know, we train for Hambleton, Midland, Onto Winner, and they all do a great job, and it is important, and a lot of owners come into the sport this way, and I'm sure we'll probably head the way of Australia, where, you know, the syndicates start, you know, being the biggest owners, and it is important to get people into the sport that way, and you know, the racecourses do need to be proactive about it, because it is, you know, especially on quiet days when you're limited to 6 badges for when it wouldn't matter if there were 30 people in the parade ring, you know. But NYRA have clearly done a very good job today with getting all the owners in, and look, it means the world to them to be here, and I'm delighted for them all.
They've enjoyed it. Well done.
Thanks very much, mate. Thank you.
The 405